Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Freddie Freeman tries to keep pace in the National League batting race. First pitch is next. Nate Pearson will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's not a good thing when you give up 6 earned runs. You kind of put your team behind the 8 ball. It's tough to win when your team has to score at least 6 just to tie. This guy's a much better pitcher than he was in his last one, and he's going to have to be if they expect to win this game here.
Stepping up to the plate, Andrew McCutchen. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand in D-Rose. Through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Shoots this one over to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Now to the plate, Mike Trout. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
Here's the first pitch to him. And we are in for a hot afternoon. 96 degrees at game time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to left. And Trout has himself a base hit.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Bryce.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Trout leads off first with 1 away. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Ball one to start the at bat. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Hit in the air out toward left. Inciarte's there, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand one. It's the Phillies nothing, Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Nick Pivetta, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
3-0 to him now. Now here's the pitch. A strike, and it's 3-1. His prior history in this matchup, he's got 1 hit in 17 at-bats. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Pops this one up. Coming on is McCutchen, but this will land untouched. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ender Inciarte, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And a dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1. Lifted in the air out to left field. McCutchen is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Austin Riley.
Now at the plate, Austin Riley. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. From the stretch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 home. try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this is low, ball 1. Nope. 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Skied into straightaway right. Bruce has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's Jay Bruce now, and there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First offering on its way. Now the pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And it's fouled away. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Alec Bohm. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
Ball. 2-1.
Fouled away. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Swanson ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Didi Gregorius. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The 0-2 once more. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's Johan Camargo, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9.
The third baseman, Johan Camargo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Grounded down the third baseline. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Christian Pache.
Stepping into the box, Christian Pache. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Real Muto gathers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Ready now, Dansby Swanson trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Down the third baseline. Scooped up. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
Stretch. Here's the pitch. Victor Caratini is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Ready with the 1-0.
Nope.
Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Hit hard towards center. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0.
Ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now. Ozzie Albies would be next if they can keep this inning alive. A runner on first with 2 away. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Set. Here's the 3-1.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Ozzie Albies.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Ready with the 1-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The set and the 2-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
He set the payoff pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Ready for another chance? Ender Inciarte, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. In there for strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
2 out, bases loaded. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 pitch in the air down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Full count to Ender Inciarte, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 3 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Atlanta leads it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Now at the plate, Adalberto Mondesi took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball in.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Phillies down in order. They still trail 1-0. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in for his second at-bat, Austin Riley. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball one. Two balls and no strikes now to the Atlanta DH. Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Full count, 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Freeman. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Liner towards second. And Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
At the plate, Christian Pache. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Men on third with 2 down. Very high, 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Braves strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball well outside. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And right into the shift. Camargo brings it in. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. All right, now so time for the Braves Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are having big-time success at the high levels of the minor leagues. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0 and 2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled off. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1 and 2 now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1 and 1. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Swung on and missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1 and 1 the count now. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball. 1 and 2 now. Now here's the pitch.
I got to count 2 and 2.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Drew Waters. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short.
Mondesi brings it in.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Jay Bruce, and they'll need him to get something going here. First delivery to him on the way. Hit back up the middle.
Swanson brings it in.
And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roy, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw. And a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius, as he sends it on the ground to first. To second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 1 and the Phillies nothing. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ripped toward the gap in right. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Here comes the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. A runner at second, nobody out. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Count remains at 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So now to the plate, Austin Riley, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll dive back in. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Bruce has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Freeman carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike to Freeman. The set and the 2-1. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Full count now. 2 out here and a runner at second. And that misses for ball 4 to Freeman as he'll work the walk.
Up next for Atlanta,
Ranger Suarez trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 55.
Johan Camargo will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Ball inside.
Here's the 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 down, runners at first and second. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Hey, this guy is great at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did on that pitch, getting out and around and driving it out pull side. Used to watch Mark Teixeira do this on a regular basis down in Arlington.
Into the box, Christian Pache.
Christian.
0-1 the count. And the pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-0 Atlanta. So stepping in, JT Realmuto. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Checked, and this winds up hitting the first base bag.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Waters will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. 1 out for the Phillies in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Andrew McCutchen. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. At the plate, Dansby Swanson. 0 for 2 with the runs scored so far.
The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Suarez tossed a little over 85 innings so far and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. A 1 pitch on its way. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Suarez has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing: he's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Victor Caratini, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1.
Well, that's off the plate.
swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
This is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Stepping in now, Drew Waters.
The center fielder.
This will swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
On the move is Bruce. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Atlanta.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th, and the lead is now 5-0. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inciarte's there. 2 down. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Fouled away. Now here's the pitch. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minute.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Vince Velasquez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 21, Vince Velasquez.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Ender Inciarte.
No left fielder. Ender Inciarte.
Now the pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Austin Riley.
To the plate now, Austin Riley, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Pulled toward right center field. Trout is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping up now, Johan Camargo. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
This is in the air to left field. McCutchen is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready once again, Jay Bruce. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Now a hard liner, but foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's going to be a base hit for Bruce. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
So now to the plate, Alex Bohm, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here's Didi Gregorius, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 0-1 on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners on first with 1 down. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Lifted the other way out to left center. Inciarte on the run. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense, as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, did they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Now batting.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Chris Martin enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Adalberto Mondesi will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball.
Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Braves lead it 5-2. Into the box, Christian Pache.
the right fielder.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. A 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Two balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
2-2, here it is.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Victor Caratini waits on deck. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And before the 3-2, a move to first. And he'll get back in standing. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hoskins has it to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
So base is empty now after the double play, and digging in is the switch hitting catcher Victor Caratini.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 4.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Braves go down quietly. They're still out in front 5-2. Luke Jackson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Luke.
New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Andrew McCutchen.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And he fouls this one off. Ball 2.
2-2.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. And a A swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. The Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in now, Bryce Harper, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
Harper.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
2-0 the count to the Phillies designated hitter.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2 out, nobody on. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now. And the count will be full. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Line to the right side, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out with the man at first. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. A runner on first with 2 away. Philly down to their last strike. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and we are tied again.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Ricky Toussaint has been summoned here, and we'll try to keep this one tied heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Number 62.